us brutes. Savages. But we don't care what they's calling us. No one can stop us from looting, eating, warring. What's theirs is ours for the taking. The Great Moor's angry! Devour for the Ogre Kingdom!
Hello everyone and welcome to Tziggy Miniatures. In this video I'll be showing you on how to paint different skin tones on these ogres from Age of Sigmar. I bought this army from a lad called Niall and it arrived all the way from Ireland, still packaged in its fantasy box. I also received their old Warhammer Fantasy Codex and White Dwarf in addition to the whole army. The book showed me the old ways of fantasy, and I gotta admit it's a feeling that is long gone in Age of Sigmar, that realistic feeling and a bit of a gorish universe. Anyways, the book gave me a lot of influence and motivation to build some ogres in my own way, and I've made this iteration of a pit fighter by Mike Anderson and it's showing in the book. I would encourage you to do the same with your own armies. Kit bash your leaders, heroes, or even squad leaders so they look unique and distinct from each other. In that way you make your army more personalized and you'll love it more because of it. Alright, enough of me ranting why you should kit bash models, that's an upcoming video. So let's get into painting. We're gonna be doing 3 different skin tones. Don't worry about painting skills, just follow my steps and you'll do great. We base coat the skin with Bugman's Glow. Now because the model is sprayed with black, we might need to do 2 thin coats. After that's been applied, we do an equal mix of Bugman's Glow and Cadian Flesh Tone. We do this because if we just apply Cadian Flesh Tone normally, you'll see that it is too bright and will look weird over the base coat. We'll leave some of the first base coat visible. We're painting the skin as light would shine on it. After that's dried, we mix more Cadian Flesh Tone into our mix and go again painting it less over the whole skin and more on the surface areas where the light would be hitting the skin the most. After that, we do a layer with pure Cadian Flesh Tone. And after that's dried, we mix a new equal mix of Cadian Flesh Tone and Kislev Flesh. And now we're hitting the smallest parts that would shine on the model. So the nose, forehead, chin, top of the shoulders, etc. Finally, we're gonna glaze the skin to tie everything together. For this we do an equal mix of Ryclone Flesh Shade and Lamian Medium. We cover all of the skin parts, so be careful that the glaze doesn't pull in some areas. To fix some of the upper parts, we go over with the previous mix. And that's the first skin tone completed. Now we're going to be applying the same steps for these two skin tones. So this next one is a darker skin tone. We start with Rhinox Side. And after that we mix a 50-50 with Dried Bark, again just following the same steps as before. After that we apply pure Dried Bark. For the final layer, we mix a little bit of white into our Dried Bark and apply to the brightest areas of the skin. We finally glaze with an equal mix of Agrex Earthshade and Lamian Medium. Now, we're doing an Uno reverse, I'd say. We're doing a pale white skin. We start with 2 thin coats of Xandri Dust. Next up, we mix an equal of Xandri Dust and Ushapti Bone. And after that, we do a layer of pure Ushapti Bone. After that's dried, we again mix Ushapti Bone and Flayed One Flesh. Finally, you glaze with the same glaze as the first skin tone, so Rykon Flesh Shade mixed with Lamian Medium, same parts, again glazing the recesses as the undersides of the skin. And for the final highlight, we go over with pure Flayed 1 flesh. If you want more definition on the brightest parts, you can mix more pallid witch flesh into the Flayed 1 flesh. And that is how to paint a few varieties of skin tones for your Ogre mod tribes so your army can look dynamic and different from the rest. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.